Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Core Keeper. So we've got our first early access patch notes for the for Core Keeper here, and one of the big things, obviously, is that so we'll cover first. Let me just jump in and say we're going to cover a lot of this, not all of it, obviously. There's a lot of little things on here that I haven't run into personally. Maybe you guys have, so we'll put a link in the description of all the notes here, where you can find them. But let's go ahead and start with right here. The top ones right here. Number one is the Ancient Pickaxe now has epic rarity with reworked stats and has a chance to drop from Azios. So I don't know if before it actually did drop from Azios or not. I know there's the little skull rooms that had the magic doors where you would get them. Currently, I have 4 Ancient Pickaxes, so I had no really issues getting them. So now it says the legendary version of it was intentionally overpowered and used as a dev tool. So basically, you could use the ancient axe and break down any wall in one hit. So it made it really easy, especially in the wilderness biome, to break down the mold walls and the forest walls there. Tweaked the loot drop for Azios to have the correct amount of loot and items. Okay. And then the other thing here, so lowered the amount of fish/fishing items needed to be catched to level up fishing skill was previously too high. So I noticed that when I did my fishing video, and I've done a lot of fishing lately, and I was only at like level 8, or I only had like 8 points towards fishing. So it took an absurd amount of time just to level up your fishing. And Thunder Beam spawned by Azios now do more damage. Fishing has been adjusted to be a bit easier, especially for early game fishes. Swapped places of the fishing talents, studied patterns, which was gave you a dodge chance, and angler's advantage. So the fish starts closer to be reeled in. So if you have watched my fishing video, you notice when we started fishing, the fish would always start in the middle, and they still will, but the angler's advantage gives you a percentage for the fish to start closer, so you have a better chance of catching it. So I think that's a good one right there. Quality of life, soul powers can now be toggled on and off in the Soul's UI as intended. So I think that's obviously something that they overlooked. So now when you're in your base or something like that, and you're doing whatever, if you accidentally hit and the thunder beam hits, and it could destroy half your base. So now you can turn that off. We'll check it once we jump into the game here. Adjusted volume levels for sound effects for watering can. Okay. A lot of the stuff, I know one of the Caveling Hunter trophy right here, it said missing, so that's an issue that got fixed. Fence gates no longer break when starting the game. I basically just took all my fence gates down because I knew it would get fixed. So I just took those down, so I'll go put those back up. Let's see. See some other ones here. Oh, this was in the gardening video I did. So I mentioned that sometimes when you would water your plants, that they would dry out basically. You would have to go back and re-water them. So that looks like that's no longer an issue right here. I guess it was only after restarting the game, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Once you water them, they'll grow. Good to go. Let's see here. I don't think there's really anything that was major issues. A lot of it's just inventory stuff, UI stuff. I guess Malagaz, the corrupted, used to reset. Never had that issue. No longer gain cooking skill or extra food by holding another item. So a lot of these little glitches and stuff like that that people were probably using are being taken care of. So that's a good thing. Let's see. Really don't see anything else. So this was interesting. I read this one. Fixed an issue where indestructible objects such as trees, large ancient ruins, and large insect shells could be destroyed by drills and then picked up. So that's cool. I know there's that giant shell that's right near the dirt and stone biome that you can actually drill, and I was able to get a necklace from it. So that's interesting. And I know there's some of the trees over in the wilderness that look really cool. People have mentioned wanting to take those for their bases. So it looks like we may be getting some more decorative items and stuff like that that you can pick up in the future. So pretty interesting. And then apparently there's been a lot of multiplayer issues. So I've tested that a little bit in the demo with being the host and being the guest. And we didn't really have any issues with the demo. We will be trying out some co-op later today. So will be interesting to see how well it works. But let's go ahead and jump into the game and then test out some of these issues, mainly with the ancient pickaxe and the fishing. So I want to double check that. So we'll be right back, jump into the game. All right, so we're in the game now, and I just want to check the ancient pickaxe real quick. So we've got it right here. So you can see where the previous mining damage was plus 1,671. That's been taken down to 302 mining damage. I don't know if the actual melee damage changed at all, but the durability increased, I believe, from 550 to 800 as well. So I believe it was 550. I want to compare this to we've got a scarlet pickaxe here. I want to check it too. So the The melee damage is about 25 to 20% difference, or total difference. So 65 to 81, 82 to 100. 282 mining damage for the Scarlet Pickaxe. So the Ancient Pickaxe is actually only 20 points higher, but it does have the plus 9% mining speed. So that's interesting. Durability, like I said, is the same. So, that's cool. Okay, so I want to go check it on these walls over here, actually. We'll go ahead and throw our Scarlet Pickaxe in here, too. So I actually have 4 Ancient Pickaxe, like I said, so now it takes 3, where you could literally... I'll show you guys just for example here. So this is all of the wilderness that I've explored. And a lot of this was due to the Ancient Pickaxe being able to knock down these walls in one hit. So now it's going to take 3, which I believe the Scarlet Pickaxe took. So I'm curious to see if the Scarlet Pickaxe takes more now. The Scarlet Pickaxe takes 3 as well. So that's no difference now. So that's going to take 3, and I don't believe you can one-shot the mold walls anymore. Oh, that got changed. These were unbreakable walls right here, so I'll have to fix that. So I don't think I'm really close to any mold dungeon that I want to go test it out on, but I don't think you can break the mold dungeon walls anymore, which kind of makes sense. If it's a dungeon, you don't want to be able to just make your own path and everything, which is what I was doing, so... Kind of sucks that that's changed, but I mean, I understand it as part of the game. Alright, so let's go test out the fishing. Let me look at the skills here. Oh, so here... So you can just click this on and off right here. So it's gonna click to deactivate, click to activate. So that's pretty cool. So obviously, if you're in your base or something like that, you want to turn this off. But if you're out, obviously, fighting, make sure you click that back on. So my fishing is only at 15. I believe it was at like 8 or something like that, or maybe, I guess it was at 12. So I only had 3 points, but this is what they're talking about. So Angler's Advantage is now the first one here. And I believe Studied Patterns right here is moved down, which makes sense. It should focus on the fishing first and not the combat. So fish start, because I have 3 points in it, fish start 9% closer. So I would guess it goes up to 15, 3 per point. So you're gonna have, I'm gonna test this out. So now it should have, like I said, the fish used to start out in the middle, I guess, to make it like a fair chance. So now they should start closer to the left side, giving you a better chance to catch the fish. See if we get a bite here and try it out. Some kelp, nice. Alright, we got a bite now. So it looks like it is a little bit easier. I mean, I only have 12% closer, but that's a lot closer than it starting in the middle. So it kind of gives you a little better of an advantage when you're fishing. So that's interesting. But obviously the big thing is the pickaxe. I want to compare that to the rune sword, because I said the rune sword is still the best weapon. So yeah, it's basically doing over double damage. 185 on the low side to 82. So that's over, what, 97? Then 225 to 100, so double right there. So the rune song obviously is still going to be the best melee weapon, but the pickaxe is still barely over the Scarlet Pickaxe in terms of best pickaxe for mining and everything. So that's all we got. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description for the patch notes. You guys can read through all the other bugs and fixes and stuff like that. But for now, let me know what you guys think about this change. Did they nerf it too much? Let me know in the comments below. But make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love to have you join the community. And with all that being said, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and as always, stay original, my friends. Later.